What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? It's Wednesday, so that means it is toy review day, and I got what I think is a good one for you. Got this from Big Bad Toy Store the other day. MAN-E-FACES. I really cut down my Masters collection to the ones I really like. I've got about a dozen now, but MAN-E-FACES was definitely on that list. Let me give you a good look at him. One thing that's interesting about this guy is he's got a briefcase of faces. So we're going to see what that's all about. But I think this looks like a really cool figure. Hopefully it's good. I expect articulation to really kind of be the same as it is with every Masterverse figure. But let's get a look at the box art before we unbox him. That looks really cool. I like how it's got all the different faces there. Kind of shows you who else is in the way. We've got Sorceress. We've got, what's her name? Shadow Waver and Pighead. Probably not going to get any of those. This was definitely the one I wanted the most. Side of the box also looks really cool. And there's the bottom. There's the top. Typical Masterverse packaging. But there it is. Let's do it. Let's get them cracked open. I think we're just going to do this view for this whole video. The view table's just not doing it for me today. So I think, let me unbox him, come right back, and I'll show you what he's all about. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. All right. I just spent about 10 minutes playing with this guy, and interesting. Kind of a cool way of doing things. He is loose. There's that. Okay, so let's go over the accessories first, and I'll show you MAN-E-FACES. We'll kind of go from there. He does come with 2 fisted hands. There's one fisted hand. There's another fisted hand. So they're gray. Got decent paint apps and decent joint on there, so nothing big. Does come with this super soaker looking gun. I mean, that is pretty true to the way it looks in the cartoon, I think. But this actually serves another function, which I'll show you guys in a minute. It's nice and sturdy, made of sturdy plastic, not going to break on you, and it's just cast in orange. So a decent looking weapon there, not bad. And then he comes with this case of faces. Now, these faces are removable. And I'll show you exactly how that works in just a minute, but it is a nice case. You can close it, but if you look right there, that has a major stress mark to it. So, I mean, I'm not going to close mine all that much. As soon as I started closing it, it started stressing out. So I'm not going to do that, but some nice accessories. Nothing to complain about there. Figure itself. Let's get onto the gimmick first. Let's just get the gimmick out of the way. Now, what you do is you take this gun, and you put it on his head. And this is the instructions saying this in the box. Then you can turn his face. We've got the reptile face. We've got the typical MAN-E-FACES. We've got the robot face. So kind of cool. I mean, I think that's a nice little trick that Mattel put in there to make it easy. You don't have to have the gun, though. If you want to just kind of grin and bear it, you can still turn it. I mean, it's way easier with the gun, but that's kind of how that works. So it's kind of cool. To change out the faces, what you want to do is just go ahead and take and pop off. There we go. Pop off the helmet there. And then each face just pegs in to the neck joint. So we'll take out this face right here. Go ahead and we'll grab the skull face, just right there. Let's see if I can get it out. Wow. Okay, so one thing to note, difficult to get out of the box. Once you have the skull face, go ahead and put it back on. There you go. Boom. Put the top back on. This clips right on. There we go. Skull. And we'll use this. Kind of fix it up. There we go. So really cool. I think that's very, the engineering's nice on it. It's not too difficult. I think the hardest part is just getting the faces out of this case. But once you're done with the face, you can go ahead and replace it with the case itself. So not bad. I think that's pretty cool. All right, so getting to articulation. Obviously, he's not going to have any head movement because the head is static with all the faces that it comes with. So nothing is going to be happening there. As far as the arms go, his arm's going to go all the way up. No big deal there. It's going to come down. It's going to swivel. It's a little tight on the swivel. It swivels around. No big deal there. Works really good. He has a bicep cut. Moves just fine. And he has double elbows. So that's awesome. Pinless. double elbows at that. So that looks really good. As far as waist rotation goes, that's what he does. No ab crunch at all. So we're not getting any ab crunch. Going down the legs, this is where we run into a little bit of trouble just because one's loose. I won't really dean it for that because your mileage may vary on that. But as far as the legs go, kicks all the way out. Got some nice rotation at the thigh. Double knees all the way. Look at that. That's excellent. Has a boot cut, as you can see there. And forward-facing pin for rocker. Goes back good. Doesn't go forward all that well. A couple little QC issues on mine. This bicep, as you can see there, we've got some paint. That doesn't look super great, but what are you going to do? Other than that, I think everything else is really pretty well in order. I've said this before, it's a master's figure, so it's not going to be highly detailed. It's going to be kind of plain. It's going to look the part. The pink on here with the hoses is really nice, I think. I think you got more of a dull matte kind of color with the helmet. There's some nice sculpt work there on the top. And then on the back, you got some nice gunmetal and silver to go along with the pink. I don't like that his butt's got all the legalese on it. That kind of ruins the figure a little bit. Why couldn't we put that on the bottom of the foot? But all the legalese right on his ass. Made in Vietnam. So there you go. Even the blue looks really good too. That kind of shines, as you can see there. It's got a nice shininess to it. So let's go ahead. Let's gear them all up here. We're not going to take a break. We're just doing this now. I have not figured out the way I want to do reviews yet. I kind of like doing it like this, honestly, guys. There's his gun. Can have him with the gun. Can have him with the case. Will the case fit in his hand? For the most part, yep. And there you go. That's kind of what he looks like all put together. Not bad. I mean, I'm happy I got him. I'm not happy that I paid $30 with shipping from Big Bad with him, but that's kind of the day and age that we live in. But yeah, overall, I think he's cool, guys. I like it that there's so many different options for him, so many different options with the face. And of course, you can have the gun. You can have him with the case open, exposing everything. So I think that's a really nice touch. He gives me a Zartan vibe, which I really like. But overall, guys, I recommend this figure. I think this is a very cool figure. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to dean him a little bit for the loose articulation, a couple QC issues. But other than that, his functionality is great. The design's great. And he's Man-E-Faces, which is exactly what we want. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Doing things a little bit different. It gets stale doing it the same way. So that's why we change things up. This is a good figure. Go get him, $21.99. Big Bad has him. You're going to pay more for shipping, but definitely recommend it. 8.5 out of 10. That'll do it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on Friday for some kind of video. I'm not sure yet, but we'll do that. All right. You guys have a good one. Hope you enjoyed it. See you on Friday. Later, guys. Have a good one.